Breaking news coming out of the Premier League in just the last few hours. The case against Manchester City and the alleged financial fair play breaches has taken another twist. As pretty much every football fan knows, Manchester City are currently facing over 100 charges from the Premier League and UEFA relating to alleged financial fair play breaches between 2009 and 2018. Now, those 100 plus charges all relate to very different things, but they can be grouped together. They typically relate to either Manchester City failing to provide full or accurate information to the Premier League and UEFA on things like manager compensation, and Manchester City failing to cooperate with the Premier League and UEFA on their investigations. And even though the charges relate to such a large period of time, a decade of complex financial information to trawl through, there was still an expectation that for the sake of the Premier League's integrity, for the good of English football as a whole, an outcome either way and any prospective punishment in the event that City were found guilty of any or all charges would be reached before the end of the current Premier League season. Sadly, according to multiple credible reports this afternoon, that can no longer happen. Yes, the deadline has now passed, and Manchester City, even if they are found guilty of any of those charges, cannot be punished in this Premier League season. Any punishment, in fact, would have to be dished out in the next Premier League season, which will be a massive disappointment to a number of Premier League clubs, particularly those at the bottom end of the table, maybe in the expectation that Manchester City would be relegated, or even those teams in and around the European places in the hope that maybe a points deduction would be dished out to Manchester City in the same way that it was with Everton and Nottingham Forest. And it has to be said, whether you're a Manchester City fan or not, it's quite sad, isn't it, that there'll be no resolution to this before the end of the current Premier League season. It feels like a dark cloud hanging over English football as a whole. If you're a Manchester City fan, does this taint the 3 titles that City won during that period? Does it taint the titles that they've won subsequently, even after that period? Even if you're not a City fan, I think all fans are a little bit fed up of this now and just want an outcome either way, even if that means City are exonerated of all charges and we just wipe our hands and move on and we can be done with the whole grubby affair. Let me know what you think in the comments either way, City fan or not. I'm really interested to hear what you've got to say. And either way, if you like this sort of content, if you like football, give us a like, give us a subscribe, follow, go and find me on other socials. All the links are in the description. And I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy.